What Cancer Zodiac regrets in their life. A deep dive into the moon signs' what-if moments. If you've ever met a Cancer, you've probably noticed the way they cling to memories, the way a crab clutches its shell. Ruled by the moon, Cancer is the Zodiac's most nostalgic, emotionally charged sign. Their intuition is razor-sharp, their empathy boundless, and their loyalty legendary. Yet beneath that soft, protective exterior lies a quiet chorus of what-ifs that surface when life's tide pulls them into reflection. 1. Putting others first too often. Cancer's nurturing instinct is both a gift and a trap. The classic Cancer mantra, "I'm here for you," can morph into self-sacrifice. Many Cancer individuals look back and realize they let friendships, family obligations, or even romantic partners dominate their own dreams. I missed my chance to study abroad because I was caring for my mother. I still wonder what my life would have looked like if I'd taken that scholarship. Regret for the overextended caregiver often fuels a later life desire to set clearer boundaries. The lesson? Learning to say no isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. 2. Staying in the comfort zone of familiar pain. Cancers love familiarity. They feel safest in the emotional neighborhoods they've built. That same love for the known can keep them stuck in unfulfilling jobs, stagnant relationships, or even toxic family dynamics. The regret here isn't always about leaving. It's about never taking the first step. I stayed at the corporate job for 10 years because it paid the bills. Even though my heart kept pulling me toward art, I still replay the day I could have quit. The moon cycles remind Cancer that change is natural. When the next new moon rises, it's a perfect moment to ask, what would I try if fear were to factor? 3. Suppressing their own feelings. Ironically, the sign that feels everything sometimes hides the most. Cancer's protective shell can become a wall. They may quiet their own emotional needs to spare others, leading to a backlog of unresolved feelings that later explode as regret. I never told my partner I felt lonely. I thought I was being strong, but when the relationship ended, I realized I'd been denying a vital part of myself. Acknowledging feelings early, even the uncomfortable ones, can transform regret into empowerment. 4. Missing opportunities to express love. Cancers love deeply, but they can be shy about showing it. While they may pour love into actions, cooking meals, remembering birthdays, they sometimes hold back the words that cement those gestures. Later, they mourn the moments they didn't say, "I love you," or "I'm proud of you." I never told my teenage son how proud I was of his science fair project. He grew up thinking I didn't notice his achievements. A simple, heartfelt note can avert years of quiet regret. 5. Holding on to grudges. Because Cancer feels betrayal sharply, they may store resentment longer than they intend. When they finally let go, they often realize they've wasted precious emotional bandwidth on bitterness. I held on to that argument with my sister for years. When she passed, I regretted not having spoken my truth earlier. Forgiveness, for Cancer, is not a sign of weakness. It's a release of the past that makes room for new moon blessings, turning regret into growth. Regret is a universal feeling, but for Cancer, it's amplified by their moonlit sensitivity. The good news is that the very traits that cause these what-ifs also contain the remedy. Intuition. Trust that inner voice when it nudges you toward change. Empathy. Extend that compassion to yourself. You deserve the same care you give others. Loyalty. Channel it towards self-loyalty. Commit to your own aspirations. The next time a Cancer looks back and feels a pang of remorse, let them remember the lunar cycle. Each waning moon offers a chance to release. Each new moon, a promise to try anew. By honoring their emotions, setting boundaries, and speaking their truth, Cancer can transform regret into a compass that points them toward a richer, more authentic life. After all, the moon never stays still, and neither should a Cancer's heart.